great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Kicks to Ginobili. They shoot again. Outside Turner. And Ginobili. Here we go. Goes up again. Good.
Not really the shot they were looking for, but still they got it to go.
The Pistons trail it. Over to the left wing. Rondo on the double team. Ellis kicks to Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. 8 points for Tony Parker.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Detroit's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Morrow, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Turner off the drive. And he gets it to go. Turner's got his first bucket in this one. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number could easily go up to double digits before this game is over.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A different look here for Detroit. Here's Turner from 15 feet away. Rebound by Dang.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Aaron Aflalo coming off his best season yet, Steve, an 18-point per game score. Shooting well from the field, three-point range, and the line.
And Kevin, when you think about the efficiency, it's made even more impressive when you consider that he drew a lot of defensive focus.
And, you know, Aflalo has always been a hard worker, but starting in the summer of 2013, he took his offseason regimen to a new level, working out 3 times a day for 12 weeks. He wanted to ensure he had the legs to defend and produce offensively at a high level. And as always, his work has paid off.
Here's Plumlee. Rebounded by the Pistons. Inside. Stolen by Ginobili. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Turner throws it down. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul.
And you look at Aflalo, an all-star candidate last season. I think Orlando's losing record kept him out, but if he can continue to produce in a winning situation, I like his chances.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Rajon Rondo has gone from the young star understudy to the leadership role. Former teammate The Truth, Paul Pierce, said Rondo is mature. He understood what was coming. Before he had me and KG to lean on. Now he's the guy. He's the captain. I think he's ready. A great endorsement from a terrific leader in his own right. Gentlemen.
High praise, Doris. Thanks.
Manu Ginobili has always been one of my favorite guys to watch, and an elite shooting guard on the court. I mean, the issue with him has been health. You know, last season he missed about a month with a tweaked hamstring, right as the Spurs went on their rodeo road trip.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Now here's Parker. He's got 8. And taken away by Johnson. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Pekovic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Right side Aldridge. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
Well, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body, and it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your home country when they ask you to play on the national team.
Rocket 2, Johnson. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Joe Johnson is also sometimes called ISO Joe because of his ability to produce buckets going one-on-one. There's nobody better in that situation in terms of creating the shot with ease and never shying away from the big moment.
Conley kicks it to Noah. Howard with the steal. Aldridge against Nowitzki. It's Aldridge penetrating. And he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 4.
And you talk about Johnson's ability to get his shot off. 6'7", huge frame for a 2-guard. And with his ball handling ability, he can really create space for himself.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
And Johnson's so smooth, Clark, but you know, Joe, his size and strength, sometimes it seems like he could do more to press the issue and draw foul.
Well, you know, I'm not going to be overly critical. This guy is terrific as a one-on-one isolation player. Used to average over 5 free throws a game, but that number has declined. But that may be more a function of him maturing in his career and picking his spots to be aggressive and not wanting to draw contact.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Last season was a tough one for the Bucks, but for the man they call the Greek Freak, it was a great situation, able to play big minutes and kind of took his lumps early, but he's got a chance to be an excellent player.
Detroit making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Now here's Parker. 8 points for him. The feed to Ellis. Back to Aldridge. Poked away. Ellis, the pass to Aldridge. Back to Ellis. Tries it from 19. Can't hit. Harden with the defensive effort. And the veterans on the team have really embraced Chibo, as they call him.
Yeah, Giannis has a really joyful disposition. He knows he's living his dreams, but he's also putting in the work to make his dreams a reality, and you got to love that. Remember, he's lived the hard life growing up in poverty. You sense his determination to continue to overcome, and that attitude always serves him well.
There's the dish to Gibson. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Probably should hold for one shot here. Clock is on there.
Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Bucks ahead as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Excellent game we've seen from Mike Conley. 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Johnson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Parker. Then there's Howard. And it's Ellis at the 2 spot. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
And you look at the Pistons, some great size and athleticism inside, but they've lacked the high percentage outside shooting to space the floor offensively.
And for the Pistons last season, you look at the size and shot blocking ability, and you thought that team would be tougher defensively, but that wasn't really the case. I think it has to be attributed to mindset. Those young, big, athletic guys have to become much tougher mentally at the defensive end to be really successful.
Here's Howard. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Rondo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rondo's got his first bucket in this one.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Johnson with the block. The shot by Turner, no good.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
It's Parker with the drive. And good on the basket. Book it. Parker's got 10 points in the game.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Here's McLemore. Great defense that time from Ellis. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Tries to keep it alive. Parker kicks to Howard. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Nene dishes to Austin. Rondo kicks to McLemore. But they get it back. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Tries yet again. 6 on the shot clock. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right